What is up, guys, and welcome back to Valencia Crew Mode, episode number 24. Last episode was the end of the transfer window, so now this is just the second half of the season, and it's just full of games now. So, you know, we're on to the Champions League as well, knockout stage, so we're going to obviously be hoping to do well in that. But anyway, last episode, like I said, was deadline day, and we actually signed a few good players, to be fair. We signed Timo Werner. He's a young German player. I think he's 20 years old and he's 80 rated. You probably know who he is. He's like really fast. I think he's got like 96 pace or something like that. He comes into the side as our backup striker slash backup left wing, because the thing is now we sell our Romanian backup striker Andon to Leicester, so we bought him instead. And to be fair, I think he will do better than Andon. To be fair, he has a lot more pace than him, and I like players with a lot of pace. I think everyone does, and obviously I think he will do better as well. We signed his teammate in Keita, another young centre mid. He's, I think, 81 rated, 24 years old. He's kind of like a Kante player. You know, win the ball back for me, and hopefully he'll do well as well. You know, I think we give RB Leipzig about 45 million for them too. So, you know, they got quite a good deal in the end. But we also signed Isco on a pre-contract, and I think if we didn't sign him, this season would probably be the last season of Valencia. But because I signed him and because I want to play with him, I'm going to do one more season in Valencia and see if I can win, you know, every cup. Because the thing is, don't get me wrong, we are doing very well, you know, in the league. We are a few points, well, quite a few points above second place. And we're also doing quite well in the cup. I think we're into the quarters now of that. So, you know, we're doing quite well in competitions. Like I said, it is the knockout stage of the Champions League episode as well. We'll see if we can maybe progress through to the next round in that cup. But, you know, with transfers going on, did very well in that department. Obviously, I didn't really want to buy that many stars. To be fair, I didn't really have the cash to buy a lot of players. I had to sell a lot of my own players to, you know, get that cash to be able to buy them. Obviously, we still have players to come back like Gareth Bale, like Dahoud. So them two, you know, they're definitely starters. So it's like getting two new players anyway. And I think Gareth Bale, you obviously saw in that first game, he just came back that game and he got himself a goal. So well done to him. And Dahoud, I think we'll be coming back maybe at the end of this episode. I don't know, maybe start next episode, but he'll be back soon as well. And obviously I hadn't really told you about another sign that I signed was Navarro. He's a Spanish right back, 76 rated, 28 years old. I wasn't too bothered about the age. His stats look very good, to be fair, and I was looking for a backup right back anyway, because Cancelo, he's basically played nearly every game this year, and he's been knackered so many games, and I just don't like seeing that, because I like my players, and I think, you know, everyone does. They like you to be full of stamina, and a lot of the games this season, Cancelo hasn't been that. So bringing in Navarro obviously is a big, you know, step forward, because like I said, we are still in every kind of competition that is available to us. So, you know, we're needing a lot of squad depth, and that was my kind of focus going into this you know, transfer window. I did, you know, get a lot of squad depth, to be fair, so I'm quite happy with how it's gone. But anyway, as you see, we did obviously have our first game, and we won that 2-0, and then we had our second game against Real Sociedad. Now this is the team that is actually in second place in our league, even though we was playing in the cup this episode. They're doing very well, Real Sociedad, surprisingly. I mean, I think they might drop off, to be fair. You know, Barcelona and Real Madrid, it looks like they are catching up to them. They have dropped points here and there, Real Sociedad. So yeah, I do think Barcelona and Real Madrid will take that second and third spot from them, and Real Sociedad will end up in fourth. But you know, at the minute they are playing quite well, and to say, you know, they haven't really got any big superstars, you know, they are doing quite well. But anyway, we actually took the lead. Lukaku got ahead of there. He got a second of the game and made it 2-1. But to be fair, this game, and it was quite the same trend across the 3 games episode. There was a few goals that were wrong. Obviously, 2 goals in the first episode, 3 goals this episode, and you'll see a few. This game, and you'll see a few goals next game. But it's funny because some episodes there's like games with not a lot of goals, but there's loads of chances, and then there's a few episodes where there's like loads of goals but hardly any chances, and that the chances that we do have do result in goals. And I just find it quite funny how this was one of those episodes where there was quite a few goals and not really many chances, but the chances we did had, that we scored with them, and it was the same with the other teams as well. So, you know, it's just funny, you know, seeing that, because it does actually happen a lot, and it's surprising how, you know, often it does happen, and I don't know if it's to do with mechanics or anything to do with the game, but anyway, we obviously got a good result against Real Sociedad. That was the first leg of the cup. I think it's the quarters now, so we're going, into the second leg with a 2-1 victory, which, we're in front, so, that's a good thing. And then we did have Schalke in our first knockout stage of the Champions League. I don't like Schalke on this game, I really don't. Every time I've played them, it's on FIFA 15, FIFA 16, I think I played them actually on FIFA 17 as well, this FIFA with a team on my career modes. They just seem to beat me every time, and it's so frustrating. They're just one of my bogey teams, and I absolutely hate them. I really do. But yeah, we actually took the lead. It was a great ball from, I think it was Bale'S actually. Played a great ball to Keita, who is obviously one of my centre mids. He made a great run, and he toe poked it past Farman, I believe. So, great goal there. But made a bit of a mistake here. The assist to Bale'S actually give the ball away. And as you see, it was quite a spawny goal, to be fair. Like I said, it was my fault, but they did do a nice passing move. They weren't really out at the back, to be fair. Obviously we all committed kind of forward, and then their player finished it off and got themselves at 1-1. So I've got an away goal, but their striker Buckstella, he scored them a goal. So going into the second leg, it will be 1-1. But like I said, we have got an away goal, so that might come in handy. You never know. We'll see what we can do in the second leg. But to be fair, I think overall this game, it probably was fair to end in a draw. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please like and subscribe if you are new. And guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace.